Yeah,
well,
they're
Celeste went
both
down
up,
two
though.
times,
Yeah.
right?
So Steve.
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Magic and Misfits. I, of course, am your DM, Steve.
Steve goes
Damn
again.
right.
Help!
Help!
Help! Steve, blink twice if you know. Oh no!
Wait, but then he blinked again after he blinked twice.
Oh, no.
So that's
I had
technically
to
3
blink,
times.
I had to blink. Anyway,
This miscommunication is going to be the difference between life and death, Steve.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Jeez.
anyway,
Follow the rules.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our 13th episode, the
13 is my
lucky number 13, because we here at Magic and Misfits don't believe in superstitions.
Also, I was born on the 13th, so
Aww.
it's my lucky number.
See, but the funny thing about 13 is actually my lucky number too. But the funny thing about that is we don't believe in superstitions, as I sit here wearing nothing but green so that the leprechauns can't see me. But
Oh, is that why people wear green? I thought it was just because it's a lucky color.
it's yeah.
I need to cover myself in green now.
Oh my god, get out.
Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, happy St. Patrick's Day. This is not necessarily a St. Patrick's Day episode of Magic and Misfits, but we are airing on St. Patrick's Day, so I guess it is kind of St. Patrick's-ish episode, right? But with that said, I mean, I don't think there's any other cool announcements that we really have for the.
I shouted out to her on Maiden Voyage that she finished her novel. Well, the first draft, but woo!
I have no idea what you just said.
Did you not? God damn it. Steve, get with the program.
She started talking while she was like 15 feet away.
I was not 15.
Excuse me.
Okay, so anyway. Renee, our wonderful Renee, who makes pterodactyl noises, finished the first draft of her novel.
Yay.
Damn it, it's a 17.
A round of applause.
I'll try until I get a 20.
That was definitely don't waste your net.
Pew, 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 pew.
And she wasted her nat 20 for tonight.
No, she gave the luck to me.
And I will say this, she would have definitely needed it. No, I'm joking. Yeah, you can, of course, catch Magic and Misfits every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can catch Maiden Voyage on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as DM'd by our wonderful Rebecca, who plays Celeste here on Magic and Misfits, and another player of hers who is also a player of mine in the form of dearest Renee, who plays Chaos over there, and Kane over here.
Chaos is my favorite.
It's whatever.
It's whatever. I would love to see Kane and Chaos.
Celeste
Chaos and Celeste in the same room together.
You can also catch our dear Renee on her Twitch channel, No Ordinary View.
Steve, don't forget about the April 1st.
Yeah. As well, on April 1st, this April Fool's Day, we are going to have a very, very special episode of One Shots with the Misfits, where Avalon, who plays Rin on Maiden Voyage, is going to be running a one-shot where everyone will be a representative of a god of trickery. And they're all going to try to kill each other, so that should be fun.
Hell yeah.
And then the winner of that contest will be the champion of all trickster gods. Right? That'd be cool, right?
Nice, nice.
You're doing
Yeah,
great, sweetie.
Thanks. But, but with that said, I think we can get on to our 13th episode. Oh, speaking of which,
Nice.
another one in the comments.
Another one.
Another one. Another one. In the comments, I want to get our fans involved. We don't really have too many involved fans. We do have our comments here and there, but I want to try and implement some fan interaction. So, with that said, I've been looking into naming the Magic and Misfits episodes. So, if you are caught up on all of our episodes, drop some episode title ideas. We're going to go over them. We're going to see maybe which ones have the most, the most closely related names, and who knows? Maybe you might even see your name as a past episode title, and you will, in fact, get shout outs on later episodes of Magic and Misfits. So get to it. Let's have some fun.
Get to work.
Get to work. Now,
Work.
with that said, let's begin. For 1 point of DM inspiration.
Can
What
I do
happened
it?
last time? Yes, you may.
I killed 2 dragons.
All right. So,
Well,
do you want to do it, Renee?
let me double check that I actually have notes. I do. Okay, I can do it if you guys don't
Sure,
want
go ahead.
to.
Go for it.
Okay. It's been a month. A month has passed.
One month later.
Mm-hmm.
Month later.
Everybody's been doing their own thing underneath the in the mountains with the dwarves and such. Gardane has been working at the forge trying to make new armor. Is that correct?
Oi, lass.
And Celeste has been reading and talking to the librarian, whose name I forgot, but it reminds me of Girdle Snatch from frickin' Teen Titans. He's a gelatinous cube, and he's super cute.
That's not the librarian, though.
Is it not? You said
I
he
thought
was
that the gelatinous cube was the librarian.
Yeah, you said the gelatinous cube was the librarian.
Yeah, you did.
You did? Oh,
Yes.
oh no! I'm thinking of the other guy that that goes in there. Yeah, never mind. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. You're right.
You're right. And Kane and Moko spent a lot of times in the fighting pits. And so one day after this whole month has passed, also the person you were thinking of is Dolman, the one who gets us for dinner and helps Celeste with her dwarven classes. But so Celeste says there's snowfall and stuff, and attempts to jump into the fighting pit with Kane. That doesn't end well for Celeste. She gets elbowed in the stomach and is like, ow, it hurts. And it's like, yes, this is fighting pit.
What's fighting pit?
Oh, God.
Pit, don't play that shit.
The only kind of pit I like. So we all go out to have some nice fresh air. Shenanigans ensue when Celeste decides, do you know what would be really great? If I took your shield and sled down the mountain on it like a sled.
As one does with a sled.
Yes.
Sled doesn't sound like a word anymore.
It doesn't. Oh, no. We also all got winter clothes. And so we get down to the bottom of the mountain. Some of us more hurt than others. And Celeste and Gardain begin building a little snowman, which is super cute. But whilst this happens, Bodum appears, and Kane goes to talk to him.
Of course.
And after finding out some information, which
Booty call.
after finding out some information and a few promises and propositions were made, Bodum left like the cunt he is, and
One night stand.
Skip. Get out of here. And Kane comes back and kind of tells Moko to tell Gardain a few of the things, but not to tell Celeste. It is at that point, whilst we are about to leave, that we spot dragons in the sky. And these dragons friggin' come down and swoop, and are like, we want food. You are food. And Celeste is like, no, it's fine. Like, I have meat in my bag. That's totally okay. And the dragons are like, But then someone fails a check, and the dragons are like, no, we want fresh food, raw meat. And she's like, oh, well, I can give you all the meat in my bag. And it's like, no, girl, please. And then a battle ensues. Celeste ends up having the killing blow on both of the dragons.
Hell yeah.
But not without Moko going down 3 times and Celeste going down twice.
I think I only went down once.
Okay, Celeste went down once. Moko went down 2 times then.
Poor Moko.
And we scavenged the body for meat and treats and other assortments of stuff. Did I note that shit down? No.
I did.
Hopefully it's on my sheet. But yeah, and then that's kind of where we left off.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and you forgot the most important thing. Kane stormed off after everyone was like, yeah, Celeste, woo.
Yeah, Kane. Everybody was congratulating Celeste on her defeating the 2. Were they wormlings?
Yeah.
White dragon wormlings.
White dragon wormlings. And Kane just kind of looked at her a little agitated and just began walking off.
Ooh.
And that is the end of last episode.
That girl good. She good.
Perfect. All right. Well, let's begin. As soon as I can turn on my camera. Boom. There we go. All right. So, curtain comes up. There, you guys are now walking up the mountainside. Moko and Gardain are dragging the dead carcasses of the white dragons behind them, as Kane walks ahead of everyone. And Celeste, where would you be?
I would probably be behind Kane, kind of trailing along, just following.
Okay. And I'm sure, like, chest puffed out because you just killed 2 dragons.
Yep, like she's walking all proud, like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now you have to write a song about killing dragons.
Yeah, because you're a bard. So
Oh shit! I'm not good at writing lyrics, though. I'm a violinist, not a lyricist. Yeah.
You're gonna make a play.
Yes, she can make a play with her violin.
I mean,
you could if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
Main protagonist, violin.
Well, if this was Futurama, then she could do it with a flute. Anyway, so it takes. It's not too much extra time, as because of the fact. Hold on, fucking hat. All right, cool. Yeah, it doesn't take too much extra time to get back to the cave, considering that um, they are medium sized, so that it takes pretty much nothing to just carry them or drag them. But you guys get back to the cave. It was an hour and a half, right? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So we'll say like an hour 45 to like 2 hours because there is fresh snow. The the trail, I should say, that Celeste made with the shield is now kind of snowed over again. And yeah, not too much extra time to get back, but it's definitely a little while. You guys get back to the cave entrance, and Moko looks at Gardain and says, "Do you need help to bring this somewhere?"
I'd have no idea where to bring them.
Are they with the rest of us now, or is it just them two?
No, he's just this is just kind of a conversation that he's having with him.
Okay, cool.
Question for you, DM sir. Did we start desfanging and descaling these creatures on site, or we're going to do that in the cave?
We started descaling on site, I believe.
Yeah, the scales.
We haven't finished it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the scales have already started coming off. I forgot exactly how much you guys have of each, but
I have 21 pounds of dragon scales, 6 dragon teeth, and 14 claws.
Mm-hmm.
I have 13 claws, 10 fangs, 3 pounds worth of dragon scales.
Your teeth, not fangs. Teeth.
They hurt just the same.
Their teeth.
They hurt just the same.
Teeth.
Is there a dentist in the house?
T-E-E-F. Teeth.
Okay. T-E-E-F.
Teeth. Teeth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Their teeth.
I've put it down in my items. 10 T-E-E-F. Teeth.
Yay.
All right. So he says once we get all of the skin off of the carcasses, maybe we can take the meat to the cooks.
Sure. So I just tell him let's take it to the forging area, and let's take it to the kitchen and just start.
Okay. Yep. And and you guys kind of like even can bum rush past Kane inside of the cave, and like Moko might even say like, "Oh, excuse me." And
do we notice that she's like pissed off?
Roll an insight.
Can I roll deception to hide it?
Sure.
Oh shit. Yes. That's 18 plus 5 for 20.
Yeah. 13.
Much to your dismay, because of her natural affinity to covering up her feelings, as a this is going to sound really sexist, but whatever. As a woman,
You said that.
I can't believe you just said
that. You actually fail in your insight check, because when you ask her like, "Hey, is everything okay?" She's like, "Nothing."
I didn't even ask her. I just
fine.
want to like see if I noticed it.
I'm fine.
Because if I know she's pissed off, I'm not even
And the
saying a
guy's
word.
just
I'm
like, she's
Oh
not
no.
fine. Things are not
Oh,
fine.
no. Like I'm saying, like you absolutely realize that there's something wrong, but like even if you were to ask, like you know, and you even like try to pry it, like it's just gonna make it worse. And
nah. I look at her. I'm like in my head, like she's pissed off. I'm not poking that bee's nest. I keep it huffing to the kitchen. Like nope, not today.
Oi,
Not
make sure you
today.
take care of the bait, right?
I was like, oi, and I just give her a thumbs up by walking away. And you see me speeding up a little bit, like, nope.
Yeah. Kane will continue walking to the pit.
to the pit. Okay.
Celeste is gonna follow behind her. Kane,
Okay.
Kane continues walking.
Kane, can I come with?
Kane continues walking.
All right.
Kind of runs up next to her. Hey, Kane.
You guys get to the pit and you realize there's no one there.
Kane, we can practice together.
Someone murdered all the people here. I'm joking.
Oh God.
Oh God, the dragons.
Wait.
Kane will just kind of. Are there like dummies, or is it just like a fighting area?
You know what? Just to make things interesting. You ever seen those like MMA practice dummies that they're like weighted dolls
Yes.
that
I think
they're,
so.
like arms are just kind of stuck in one spot, but you can like
Oh,
practice
what's
anything and everything in there,
dummies?
like on them.
Me.
Well, they have those.
Practice dummies, yes. Short answer, Steve, yes.
Yeah.
Kane will kind of just shoulder off her bags, take off some of the winter clothes and dump it beside or on top of the bag and just go hammer the dummy.
Okay.
Celeste is kind of going to approach cautiously. Kane?
Just trying to get this fucking thing to share, but
Yes, Celeste.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. How are you? Are you having fun?
Well, yeah, I just killed 2 dragons. Wasn't that amazing? The smile kind of like drops off her face as she hears the
Mm-hmm.
Can I practice with you, Kane?
Celeste, where are your parents from?
She immediately like turns red. What do you mean?
I'm asking where they live.
They live in a city.
Vague. Look,
I don't think you would know where it is, so I didn't want to confuse.
After this little mission, we're gonna finish off here, and I'm gonna drop you back to your parents, okay?
No! Please, no. Why would you do that?
Because you're stupid, Celeste.
Shut up, John.
Celeste just takes a step back.
You think just because you killed 2 dragons that what you did out there today was fine? You purposefully put yourself in danger and are acting like it's nothing but fun and games.
But
And Kane will just quickly approach her and grab her by the scruff of her neck and kind of lift her up. And you trust way too easily. You see someone like me? I could kill you in a second. And yet you cling to me like I'm some sort of good person. She's going to throw Celeste to the ground.
Ow. Celeste is just going to like get up and dust herself off using prestidigitation. I was just trying to make sure you guys were safe.
A noble cause.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't apologize to me, Celeste. You're the one that's going to end up dead.
Well,
You were lucky. You went down in that fight. Imagine what would have happened if Gardain hadn't helped.
Well,
if I wasn't there.
If I wasn't there,
then
what?
Your childish behavior is what put you in that position in the first place. That was a fucking dragon. You think offering it some food was going to appease it?
Well,
it wanted to eat you, Celeste. And you didn't get that. You kept poking and prodding and thinking that your words could take you out of the situation.
What was I supposed to do? They were gonna attack anyway.
So why were you on the front lines if you knew that?
Because
someone who claims to be smart, Celeste,
first.
You are not very smart.
You take that back.
No.
I'm smarter than you know. Yes, I act like a child sometimes, but that's just because I'm trying to have fun.
Does this look like fun to you, Celeste? Almost dying? Is that what you call fun?
No, but...
If that's fun to you, then you can take that fun elsewhere. I came on this adventure to get money. I didn't come here to babysit.
She kind of looks at the ground.
If you want to keep throwing your life away and jumping into danger, I'm not going to stop you. But as the last time, I put my neck out there for you. Do you understand?
She looks up and you see that she has her hand behind her back. She's going to cast Detect Thoughts on Kane. I need a...
No, Detect Thoughts. No. You can read surface thoughts immediately.
Yeah. So she's going to read what she's immediately thinking.
You get the sense that she's just very, very just kind of worried, but also disappointed. And also angry.
Kane.
You can see flashes that, you know, she's seen people die. It's not something new. But you might think because that you're younger or you look younger that she's just not okay with it.
I'm sorry, Kane. I look up to you and I want to be like you and I want to fight like you, but...
Celeste, let me tell you something. Don't ever say you want to be like me. Okay?
So I should want to be someone who's confident with who they are?
You don't know a lot about me, kid.
I guess you're right.
And Kane will just
But I
turn
am
around.
smart. You can't say that I'm not.
The fact that what you did today was stupid. Idiotic.
Well, then what should I have done?
Someone smart would have backed up. You don't even wear armor. Where are you going?
I wear
On
armor.
the front lines? Yeah, and look
I wear-
how well that protected you today.
Well,
You go to the front
Kane,
lines and
you
attempt to do things that you're not capable of doing.
you don't know what my life was like before this, Kane.
I don't
I'm
care
trying
about
my
what your life was
best.
like.
I'm trying.
I don't care about people's pasts. All I care about is what they do now. In the present. And if in the present you can't make smart decisions like you claim to be, then maybe you shouldn't be traveling around with the likes of us. Maybe you need to do whatever you need to do to get back home to your parents.
I'm not going back home, Kane.
Then you need to go elsewhere. Elsewhere where fun and games and childish behavior like that will get you far.
But won't you
You
guys?
are going to die, Celeste.
She kind of sighs and turns away. I'm just gonna go.
Then leave.
And she walks out and walks straight to the library.
And Kane will kind of...
She's gonna go up to Globulus. That was the name, right? Globulus.
Hell yeah.
She's gonna go up to Globulus and just like start sobbing her eyes out. Globulus, she's so mean. And I was just trying to help. And she's just gonna kind of rant.
You see one of the or the skull in the inside of Globulus kind of come forward in his form, and kind of like its head tilts, and then the coins that float inside of him like kind of make a frowny face, like a frowny mouth under the skull.
I guess I'll just have to prove her wrong. I am smart. Right?
The skull starts bobbing back and forth, like nodding.
Nodding yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
A shake.
He's
A
like
shake.
nodding his head like, no, you're not smart.
Shaking.
Fabulous.
Shaking your head is no. Nodding is yes.
Okay.
Common
Are you sure about that?
misconception.
So she's going to just like grab one of the books about dwarves off the shelf and just kind of cuddle up in the library and just read.
Okay. And Gardane, what are you
Yes.
doing there, buddy?
I'm just in the kitchen with Moko, I'm assuming, and we're, preparing the dragon wormlings' bodies. Descale, ripping off the skin.
Someone's in
Cutting
the
out-
kitchen with Moko. Someone's in the kitchen, I know.
Who makes this?
And just taking out cutting out chunks of meats, removing the organs and everything. Yeah, just having fun, deboning this dragon wormling and stripping it of everything.
Okay.
Gardane is a man who can craft many things with his hands.
Oh my.
I'll look over
Yeah.
at Moko. No, go ahead.
Were you
What?
going to say something, Steve?
No,
Oh,
Oh, it sounded like you were. That's why I stopped.
no.
So Ardane's gonna look at Moko as how are you handling things over there, Moko? Because I'm assuming I'm working on one dragon and he's working on the other.
Work that meat.
Yep.
Oh.
He says, "Oh, pretty easy. I've stripped down some game in my day."
Guardian looks at Moko, then looks at the dragon, and is like, "You don't feel weird? Kind of like, what if this like your cousin?" Just start laughing.
He like turns towards you.
You see Guardian with a grinning smile, because
And he's like, "Dragonborn and dragons are not the same."
Guardian's just like, "I know, Moko, I know, that was just a joke."
I do not find it funny.
Why are you so monotone all of a sudden?
How did your voice?
because
How did your voice go from so deep to so not deep in a matter of seconds?
how did your voice
I
go
can
from
get deep.
go deeper?
Guardian. In confusion, Guardian just hears all these voices coming out of his mouth like, "Dear God."
You're the world's first voice actor.
Amazing.
He's the Antichrist.
Yeah. And I mean, you guys are able to, strip off all of the skin, like the hide. You get you get whatever other scales you can off of there. Most of them small, like nothing that can be uh, done anything real with, but just to like clean the hide and start tanning it. And then you once you finish like getting all of the organs and skins off, uh, you start like filleting all of the meat off of the bones, um, and you start of course throwing your waste into a nearby corner. Moko says, maybe we can give this waste to Globulus. We would have to do it when Celeste isn't in there, though.
Nope. Sounds like a plan. Rather than keeping this flesh around and letting it decompose and stink up the place. Sure, Globius will appreciate the meal.
Yeah, I think so.
But curious, why not when Celeste is there? Isn't she there all the time?
Oh, yeah, but I don't think that she'd be really into seeing Globulus eat. It's not a very pretty sight.
Ah. Oh, okay. I see where you're going with this one, buddy. Smart dragon-born man. Yeah.
Me trying to socialize?
Awkward.
You're a good friend, person, human. Hi.
Is that you? What? Huh?
Moko sounds really weird today.
Right.
What the?
Guardian offers him a throat lodging.
What? I'm sorry. I always sound like this.
Oh, this was just his true voice.
Have you been using a fake voice with us
Oh my
the whole
god.
time? Stop.
I will probably go back to my fake voice next week. I mean,
Get outta here.
tomorrow, or in a month. I mean, is what I mean to say. Yeah, definitely.
Mine.
Guardian just
doesn't know what day it is.
I casually mentioned how awesome it was that Kane did the fire breath attack.
he just kind of gets really upset. Like, yeah, that was awesome.
Stop.
Oh God! I just smile, the biggest smile on my face, and just go back to working. Just start whistling.
Oh yeah.
No, I think.
I have a confession to make.
Guardian stops. He looks at him.
I love you.
I was gonna say that.
Nice.
I don't know how to use my breath weapon.
Oh my god.
No, I'm joking.
Wow, Steve.
Damn, Guardian. You just see Guardian drop his tools. He
No,
goes
no,
over
no.
to Moko and
Not
embraces
canon.
him.
No.
I thought. Okay, this is how I thought that sentence was gonna go. You were saying Guardian just drops his tools, and then I thought the next sentence was gonna be like drop on his knees, and then and I was like, whoa.
Renee, have you been reading some novels that
50 Shades of Slate.
have you been reading 50 Shades of Slate?
I mean, I don't have to answer that question.
Well, she's got to learn how to read sometime.
Celeste knows how to read.
Oh.
She's smart.
She said use that kid in class that everybody said, oh, why you gotta choose him for the read? He's gonna be here forever now.
So anyway, no, that does not happen. That's not canon. But yeah, you guys just finish up what you're doing. It takes some time. It definitely takes quite a bit. Especially for you, Gardain, because you've only really seen these creatures flying around. You've never really been so up close and personal with them.
Did they dissect them in school? Jeez.
Kane, back to you.
Kane is taking out all her frustrations against the dummy, using the last few minutes of her breath weapon. I think that would have disappeared before we got there.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, how long does it last?
I think it lasts like an hour. Yeah, it took us an hour and a half to get up the thing.
I can't believe Kane was the first to use her breath weapon.
I was like, here we go. But yeah, Kane has proceeded to strip down to nothing more than like just her loose shirt and which, like, you know when girls do the whole like crop top tie thing?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She's done that. She's just kind of like pulled it and tied it just underneath the breasticles. And and just opened a few buttons so she doesn't get too hot. And is just kind of training vigorously against this dummy. Just making sure that all the training that she had is kind of still there and coming back to her. And also just because she wants to get out some frustration and some anger. And this is her way of doing it.
Even though she doesn't have a breath weapon yet, for some reason the dummy is on fire.
Damn.
Actually, no, she is wearing a shirt. Sorry, I was like,
would she wear a shirt? Yeah.
But that's the thing. She used to train with her crew, so it's like, would she wear a shirt? Yeah, she'd wear a shirt just for the PG kids at home. She's wearing a shirt. But yeah, she's
Aww.
just aggressively just training. Hey-ya,
Hey,
hey-ya,
Steve, random
hey-ya.
question.
Random answer.
Are you on roll 20?
I am.
It's not showing.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, why is Steve presenting?
Oh. Damn
Once
it.
again.
Because Steve tries his best, but he doesn't succeed.
When you try
Oh,
your best, you don't succeed.
Ring, ring, ring. Who's that? Celeste's
No.
parents?
Oh my
So-
god.
To all our viewers, that tech support still stands. Thank you kindly.
Wait, what the hell?
Who knew that gnomes like cheese? Interesting.
There we go. Wait, why isn't it presenting? What the hell's going on?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
I blame
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
Steve. I blame Steve.
I blame Steve.
I blame
I
Steve
blame-
as well.
I blame this ridiculous bullshit
Blame the
because
United States of America.
I'm
I
trying.
blame Alexander Hamilton.
Oh my god.
Blame Thomas Edison.
I blame the guy who made the world's first national bank.
Wasn't that
Why isn't it working?
Steve? Do you want me
I
to
blame
present
Steve's laptop.
it? Steve,
Hmm,
I can present it if you want.
sure. Because it's not working.
Oh,
It's not
Steve.
working.
It's not working.
It's not working. Oh,
It's not working.
Steve.
Steve to Rebecca, help! Help me!
Help! Help!
He's blinking twice.
Blink twice for help.
Anywho,
Okay.
After training, she's going to
Which-
practice with her spear.
Which map do you want?
the cave.
Oh, with the dummy on fire.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Steve! Everybody must see this.
Let's see.
See all the doors just looking at Hurricane, thinking they're gonna get a show, but then they see the dummy on fire and they all back away. Like,
They're
nope.
just like, oh, ew. Nah, not today,
There's
boo boo.
Kane
I
with
have a wife
the
and
dummy on
kids.
fire. Gorgeous,
No.
gorgeous.
This dummy is on fire.
Fire! This
Why do you-
dummy's on fire.
Why do you have the rolls open?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey, I
I
don't
don't
think
know
about these
anymore.
things.
I don't know
I'm
anymore.
gonna just. Okay,
All right.
so where are we going next?
I don't remember.
I'm zooming in
What
on
were we doing?
Look, cube.
Globulus.
I love him. He's so cute.
Globulus.
Wait, so does that mean that you guys didn't see me like
No.
doing the soap opera thing where like every time like somebody said something dramatic, like I like made somebody walk away?
Nope.
No, we didn't see any of that.
No one saw
it. No.
Sorry.
If no one
Sorry,
saw it,
dude.
does it even count?
No.
Nope.
Ah,
But
Rip.
oh my god,
there we go. My
random
favorite
hearts
cube.
showing up around God globulin.
You're welcome.
Is that your new boyfriend?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I'm telling Nathan.
Rude.
Nathan comes in like oversized armor and it's like, I challenge you to the death.
You just see
So-
her inside the cube.
So yeah, you start training with your spear. A dwarf runs over with like some water. Oh shit!
Some water. Oh shit. Oh. I've
No.
never.
Ew.
I don't think we have water. Oh shit.
I was gonna say.
Wait.
Water. Oh shit.
I just drew a line that I can't highlight now.
Oh God.
Can you highlight this for me?
Where are you? The blue line?
Just look for the random blue line. Delete it.
Oh, Jesus.
Delete it.
There's a lot. Give me a second.
Anywho, yeah, random dwarf runs over and like
Do Steve.
puts out the fire.
Seriously. You're almost as bad as Wolfie with her cookies.
Uh,
Ah!
Ah!
wait, what'd you do?
I scrolled up.
Get around, I get around. There's
How much
so much
fire-
fire.
Jeez.
Damn.
Wait,
That's
what are you deleting?
the fire.
Fire.
What fire? No, I need you to delete the blue line.
Oh, just the blue line?
Yes, please.
You're gonna have to redraw the fire.
Yeah.
No, the fire on the guy
Yeah.
is okay. I wanted that gone. But for some reason I cannot highlight this blue line and get rid of it.
Which blue
There we
line?
go. Never mind.
Can you ping it?
I got it.
Oh,
Right. So anyway, while you're like spinning around your spear, the dwarf like runs over, puts out the fire, runs off, does his own thing.
Why does that remind you of a video game? Like whenever you do something wrong, they just come in and like sort it out, and then they go back to their business.
Yeah.
what? This isn't a video game? What are you talking about?
Oh shit.
Yeah. You see, like, you hear the hissing of like the still very very hot fabric of the dummy. It's, as you just like spin your spear around. and
Whack whack.
and the scene fades to black. Down at the bottom of the screen, you see 1 month later.
Oh. I was trying to actually fade to black. I was like, bottom of the screen? What, where? Sorry if I'm making people dizzy, by the way. So, are we going to go around and say what we've been doing for the next month then?
Yes.
Okay. Who's first?
Who did we start with last time?
I don't remember.
We started with Celeste last time. And
Okay.
with Moko.
Okay.
Yeah, because
so we will
order of the thing. Of our
Yeah. So we'll go with Gardain this time. Start with Gardain.
Yay! 1 month later.
1 month.
2 months in this mountain with all these other dwarves and these new comrades of mine. I'm going batshit crazy. But the only thing that's keeping me sane is forging these armors. And now I have white dragon scales, some fangs and claws that I'm incorporating into the armor.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I've been busy. Also, I've been in the library with Celeste, researching more on that green goop stuff that was in the forge.
Which I did send you some stuff. You both some stuff on that, which you have read.
Yes.
Go on. Mm-hmm.
So I also assume I helped Celeste with her dwarven speeching. Just talking to her in dwarven instead of just common to help her along.
Mm-hmm.
I've also been,
friend Karen.
I went to the pit, made some bets, participated myself. After forging, I feel mad swole and shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I have a nice surprise for my band of comrades. When the arbor's done, they'll be very surprised. I like little personal touches I did to them. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's it. I've been drinking a lot.
Awesome. Well, considering you are in a Dwarven mine, there is plenty of Dwarven ale to go around.
And also bonding with my teammates, getting to know them a little bit more. It's being forced, to be with them as we endure another month left in this mountain.
Forced to be with us, gosh.
Gosh.
I'm just old man. I get cranky. Sorry.
Don't worry. Kane completely understands.
One of the dwarves, I don't know, choose one. I don't care. Has a conversation with you one night. While you guys are cleaning up the forge area, getting ready to go to your respective bunks. And says, "Oi, laddie.
Oi.
Listen. I've been thinking that your crew there, as as you gain fame, you're gonna want to think of a name to call yourselves."
Guardian, you just see Guardian freeze, you're right.
Aye.
But I don't think we have to discuss a name. Continue. You have my interest, sir.
Well, with helping out our clan and obviously slaying the dragons. Well, if people ask, we're not going to just want to just say, this crew came and helped us. We're going to want to give you a name. Let the world over hear the mighty cries of blank.
Guardian just strokes his beard, looking at this man. You do make sense what you say. I'll bring it up with my other party members, but for some reason I feel like they're not too big into titles. But having a name for our little motley crew would be nice.
Aye.
Thank you, good sir. Thank you. Give him a warrior's handshake.
Something to think about. And he returns the handshake. And would you tell them that night?
Yep.
All right. So we'll say 2.5 weeks have passed at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kane, you're up next. Give me 2.5 weeks.
Okay. Kane has been, guess what? Training. Yes, Kane has been repeatedly training, more so than she did last time. Practicing things out. Maybe she'll try dual wielding, practicing a bit of that, practicing something with her spear. Practicing with no armor on, practicing with armor on. She's just kind of going back to the basics and kind of going through everything that she did when she was being trained. Spend the day fighting, spend the evening relaxing, and spending the nights drinking. So Kane would have joined Gardain in his drinking exploits, trying all the dwarven ale they could offer, and playing drinking games with some of the dwarves, seeing how much she can hold down her liquor. And yeah, basically that's that's all Kane will really do. That's all Kane is trying to do to keep herself busy. Because you realize that if, like, there might be a few days where Kane, like, starts training later than usual, but she's just like a fidgety wreck because obviously being in an enclosed space. She needs to do something. So, yeah, she'd probably just be doing that. Yeah.
Okay. So 2.5 weeks. Celeste, 2.5 weeks.
So the others would not see much of Celeste at all. She's hiding up in the library with Globulus. She has been avoiding Kane, and just like when she does see Kane, she just like straightens up her back and like doesn't say anything and just walks away. So I don't know if people would notice that she's acting weird, but she's still upset about what she said. And she's trying to like learn her Dwarven and learn more about just stuff in general, read books, practice her music. She doesn't mind being cramped up in a cave.
Your while this is all obviously all going on, Globulus, every time you play music, like the skull inside of his form kind of sways back and forth, kind of like listening, quote unquote, to the music.
Globulus.
There was a time in the past where you saw like this weird stuff inside of Globulus. Like an extra bone, but like the next day it was gone.
Oh jeez.
Weird.
What the fuck?
And like from time to time, you see like other bones, like inside of Globulus. Like when you come back to the library, like there's more bones, and then like there was even a time where you thought maybe you saw like Moko running away from the library. And when you got inside, there was like another bone inside of the
Would Celeste just kind of assume that like it eats food in general? Because I mean, she knows everything needs to have like sustenance. So she probably wouldn't think much of it.
I'm sure by this point, like you've kind of put two and two together. But yeah. And every time you come in, like Globulus smiles with his coiny smile. And of course, Dolman comes in to like give you your lessons. Gardane solely speaks to you in Dwarven now, kind of like a Spanish mom trying to teach her kid Spanish. And yeah, this is kind of what you've been doing. I mean, I'm sure there's more, but I just wanted to kind of throw that in there.
Yep.
So yes, go on.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. Like, I feel like every once in a while Celeste would go like visit the pits to just see everyone and stuff, but like I said, she's not really too present, but she's around, just kind of doing her thing.
Cool. So, yeah. So 2.5 weeks pass, and after a long night of studies um and thing, where have you been sleeping in this time? Would be a
Me?
good question. Yeah.
Probably in the library.
Hell yeah. That's such a mood.
All
It
right.
is a big mood.
Okay. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna take over for Gardane just for a quick second. Gardane comes over to the library and says something along the lines of like, "Hey, I need to talk to you." Um, and yeah, do you go with him?
Wait, who goes in?
Well, he did go to the library.
Who's going to the library?
Gardane,
Oh, God, hey.
last that's you.
Yes.
No. Gardane goes and asks you that. This is why I said I'm gonna take over for Gardane for a
Oh,
quick second.
Gardane asked me what?
Like that he needs to talk to you.
Oh, I guess. Well,
Okay.
what's up?
And Kane, where are you?
Wait, what time is it? What time of day?
Like late in the day, like he's just getting off of quote unquote work.
Drinking. Drinking with a couple of dwarves.
All right, so we'll say that the like drinking area is over here. Just keep
Over
things fucking-
where?
Well, it should be on the screen that you have up right now.
Oh. Oh, I see where Kane is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why is Moko in the library?
Hold on, because just to move him. That's why.
Mm.
So, so knowing that you tend to go to this drinking place, God damn it!
They're in the wall.
All right. So Gardane leads everyone to the to this like little drinking hole that he probably frequents pretty often as well, being the dwarf that he is. And I don't feel like trying to add. I don't feel like trying to add other dwarves in this area, or even make a bar. But just imagine, just imagine that this is
Theater of the mind.
yeah. All right, so go ahead, take it away.
Oh, I'm back now.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like my little private place where I like to get away from everybody. So I just start pouring them drinks. So guys,
This is a dwarven drinking area.
yeah. Well, so guys, I was finishing forging one night, and some fellow dwarf asked me a very interesting question. He
What would that
said
be?
he asked, "What is our company's name? Our band of fellowship? Like, what is our name? You know, like a team name, if you would."
What about?
Wait, are we? Is this a thing?
You know, I'm not one for titles myself, but what he says makes sense. That
I meant, are we like a group?
are we not a group, or I would assume
Celeste
we
just
are a
kind of
group.
like looks away and avoids eye contact with Kane.
I mean, we were hired to go do a thing for Garen, and Garen is gone. And we went to go check this place out because you guys were interested in the green stuff. I don't know. So does that make us a team now?
Guardian just looks at Kane and he's like, he's just lost because he knows she's kind of right. We're just put together ragtag, just random people that put together by some strange
Group
fate.
of misfits.
Yes.
Moko kind of clears his throat and says, well, we've done a bit more than just that. We've made room for a new leader among a group of orcs. We removed the tyrannical leader for someone more suited for the job. We cleared a dungeon together. We slayed dragons. We've slain assassins. We've slain so many. We've done other things. We freed a gnome from horrible captors right outside of this mountain, and only in 1 month, when the freeze is over, we as a group are going into the depths of the dungeon of the mountain to remove, or at least attempt to remove, the curse of this mountain. I think that makes us more than a team. Heroes, perhaps.
Sure.
Have you forgotten that? Gardain, even though he destroyed the green ooze, was able to bring back a dwarf thought long forgotten.
You make much sense, Moko. Very much sense.
Yeah.
Anybody has any ideas of a name for our group?
You hear
Celeste?
Celeste kind of like mutter under her breath before you say Celeste. Huh?
Do you have any names? Any suggestions?
Oh well. I was just thinking like something like. Well, see, I was thinking something like night magic, but sounds cooler, like Arcana Nocturne or something. But it's fine. I mean, you don't have to listen to me.
Night magic. What do you
Arcana
think?
Nocturne.
Kane, any suggestions?
I'm not really a creative one. You guys take this. And she's just going to continue drinking.
What was the name again, Celeste?
Arcana Nocturne.
Nocturne or Noctour?
Nocturne. It's kind of a combination of both. It's like the beginning of like Nacht, like night in German, and Nocturne, like almost like saying turn, but not quite. Yes, turn.
Nocturne. Sorry.
Nocturne.
Not your turn.
Nocturne.
Yeah.
Arcana Nocturne.
Arcana Nocturne. Well, I like that name.
Moko kind of mutters under his breath. Nox magic.
Nox magic.
Nox magic?
No, Nox magic. It's not so subtle call out.
I think I'm not understanding.
I don't get the rest. Because we're all girls. And because we're all girls, if we whisper, the boys can't hear us.
Yeah, just whisper.
No, but I mean, what?
You fucking nerd.
What did I do? What did I
Hold
miss?
on, I'm sending it to you too. Hold on. Oh, damn it. Ah, you get it. All you gotta do is read that. You'll
Oh my
understand.
god!
Fucked
Get
it up.
out!
Get out.
I mean, but now you get it. Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm so lost right now. What's going on?
Oh my god.
Critical roll.
Ah,
Nox Magica rather than Nox or Vox Machina.
ah. Wink, wink, hint, hint.
Yeah. Fucking
You're lucky you're
Steve's a
pretty.
fucking nerd.
So,
You're pretty.
so does this mean we're gonna stay as a group?
I
She kind
wouldn't
of like
mind.
looks at Kane and looks away, like.
Kane like is doing the thing where like the person has their feet kicked up on a table and is leaning back against the wall with their eyes closed. Yeet.
Nice.
There we go. Hell yeah.
Rotate me!
Rotate me!
Is that a leg? Oh my god.
Steve, get out of here! Oh my god.
Oh god. She's just a face with the legs.
Or a table!
Oh my god. I can't.
I'm confused.
That's hilarious.
Whenever you guys decide, just decide it.
That's her arms.
Huh?
Your head.
Virgin, what do you think?
I don't know. There's never been one for titles myself.
Titles are confusing.
Well, we have plenty of time to figure it out.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll sleep on it. I'm gonna go.
Stick with the first one. What's so hard?
Oh, we can go with Arcana Nocturne.
I like that name. I'll make that into a sign for us. So are we all happy with the name Celeste has chosen for our group? Moko?
Arcana Nocturne. That sounds interesting. Yes, I like it.
Kane?
Kane just lifts a tankard. like in Cheers. Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah.
yeah. Arcana Nocturne. I likes it. I likes it a lot. Here. Arcana Nocturne.
Here.
Kane will drink.
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 I'm gonna go back to the library if that's okay. And she just kind of like starts walking out.
Have you guys noticed Celeste has kind of like not been herself lately?
No, not really.
Maybe it's just me. I'm heading back to the forges.
If you're worried, maybe you should go and talk to her.
Wait, you're gonna go back to the forge even though like you just
Oh, I'm sorry.
got off of work, bro? Damn, you workaholic.
He's a workaholic. They're like, hey, everybody, it's time to shut down the forges, and he's just like, nope.
Nope.
We
Staying.
go all night long.
All
All
night
night
long.
long.
all night long.
No, I don't go back to the forges. I go to the library with Celeste to continue our research.
Okay.
So when you get there, she's already like nose deep in a book.
Did you see what I did with Kane?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Nice.
I'm deceased.
Moko's just like
bringing my character alive.
yeah. Moko's just like I think I'm just gonna go over here. Like he like leaves.
He's gonna what?
He just like leaves and does his own thing. He actually goes over to the campsite, and like goes to sleep since it's late.
Kane will stay and drink and do her usual nightly routine of drinking until she's just on the cusp of being drunk, and then we'll head to bed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Am I in the library now with Celeste?
Yes, you are.
I look at Celeste and ask her in Dwarven, "Are you okay, Celeste?"
Roll an intelligence check.
Me, I'm guessing.
Or was it intelligence or wisdom? Intelligence.
Mm.
For
Good at
Gardain?
It'd be intelligence roll.
For Celeste.
Oh.
It's a 17, 14 plus 3.
Nice. Yep. You you're definitely getting it. You like you kind of lean in just a little bit while he's talking, and then like you when he finishes talking, you kind of like give yourself a few more seconds, and then you are able to answer.
Okay, so she's gonna kind of look at him, and you can tell there's something not quite right going on. Hi. And she says this in Dwarvish. Hi. Kane and I just kind of had a argument of sorts. I'm just trying to not be in the way.
Get in the way. Gardain just looks at Celeste and like
She looks like she's about to cry.
I go over, give her a pat on the head gently. You don't get in. I say in Dwarvish, you don't get away. I mean, you don't get in the way. You're still just a child. But
I'm not a child.
Good going, you've made it worse.
Oh God.
I'm joking.
God, this is why we don't let you do anything by yourself.
Get out of here, Steve.
Go away. He feels really bad for her, and he asks her, "Can you sing me a song?"
Sure. And she starts singing like
I tell her to sing how she feels.
And then she starts singing the Misty Mountain.
Nice.
No, I joke.
she starts singing Hamilton. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
She
Rocks fall.
Oh,
Rocks fall. Only you die.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Gardain is in the horror. Oh God, no.
Oh God.
She's
No,
just kind of like, I'm not very good at improvising, but I'll try. I feel like an idiot, and Kane said I was stupid, and she's kind of right, and I can't believe that. Blah, I'm not good at this, Gardain.
It's all right, but Kane called you an idiot and stupid. I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not an idiot, stupid, but there are times when that situation with the dragons, when you tried to offer food, that was dangerous.
know.
You could have lost your arm. You could have lost your life.
Just didn't want it to attack you guys.
It's okay to be brave, Celeste, but you are smart. And next time, think before you act. That's it. But you're not stupid and you're not dumb, and you're very much welcomed in this group.
I guess you're right.
Don't
That doesn't mean that I'm stupid. I'm not.
You're not stupid. Don't let that cranky pants get under your skin.
I think I looked up to her and she hates me now.
I don't think she. I think she's upset with you, but hate is a very strong word. You'll be
Some
fine.
very strong words, though.
Just prove her wrong. That's all I can say to you. Prove her wrong.
I'll try.
All right, you do that.
She goes back to reading her book.
Yeah, I go back to reading my book.
Mm. And about this time, Kane gets up. Kane gets up like she's feeling nice.
Nice. Hell yeah.
She like walking a straight line.
And she walking a straight line.
And somehow makes it back to the campsite.
Hell yeah.
Gardain finished reading his book and then decides to hit the hay, go back to the campsite.
Okay.
He also, I tell Celeste and Dwarven, maybe you should turn in for the night and actually sleep in a real bed as opposed on books. Good night's sleep would do you right.
I guess you're right. And she kind of gets up and goes to her. I'm assuming she has a bed somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, the campsite that you guys all share.
Yeah, we all have beds together.
We're bunk bed buddies.
Mm-hmm.
You guys gave Gardain the top bunk to be fucked up.
Well, your bed was actually next to Kane's.
Oof. She just kind of
Awkward.
crawls into bed and doesn't really say anything.
And we will once again fast forward
2 weeks.
the last week and a half of the
2 weeks, buddy. Right?
We
No,
slept
he
for
did
2 weeks straight.
So it would be 1.5 to make 4.
Oh, right. I thought he just did 2 weeks. Never
No.
mind.
No, because 2 weeks would have been too easy. 1.5 was the challenge.
Oh, right. Yes, you're quite
I mean,
right.
2. So yeah. All right. So a week and a half. We'll start with Kane this time.
Kane will actually begin helping the dwarves kind of anything to do with, you know, going out and getting, like, helping track for food and stuff. Kane would help with that, even if they say, like, oh, it's too cold. She's just like, whatever, we need food. And we'll go out and, like, hunt for food and bring it back, and you know, just do that as a nice change of pace. And also, God, I need the outside help. But yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Celeste.
So Celeste is spending a little bit more time probably with Gardain, kind of getting to know him more. Kind of keeping up with her studies in Dwarven and studying other things. She seems a bit happier these past couple days. And she would have probably approached Kane at some point to talk to her.
Mm.
So
chick fight.
She would she would assume she's probably like in the tavern area.
Yeah.
Does she find her there, Renee?
I don't know. Are you?
Depends on what time of day it is. You would kind of guess that she's usually there towards like the evening.
Yeah, it would probably be like dinner time.
She'd be there, just sitting in the same position she was before.
Oh God.
with an empty tankard in her hand, like dropped by her side, and like her little hat is just covering her face with her legs up on a table.
Damn it.
Damn, she moves fast.
Steve panics as he redraws everything.
Oh no, she's teleporting. She knows teleport. Pew, pew. She's a wild Abra.
Hell yeah.
I can do this. Celeste, come.
Oh, am I supposed to drag myself?
I can't do it right now.
Jesus.
Oh, damn it. No, that's a box.
Drag her out over here.
All right. And action.
So, wait, I must rotate. Rotate me!
Rotate me!
She kind of like peeks her head in to see if she's even there, and then walks in. Can I not be set? No. She kind of keeps her distance. Hey, Kane.
Yeah. What?
Can I talk to you?
Sure. Take a seat.
I'll put her there.
Hell yeah.
So,
Thank you for drawing us a table.
Table! Where'd you leave the kiss on the table?
You want it?
Table! So, Kane, I've been thinking a lot about what you said, and
yeah,
I do need to grow up.
You what? Speak up. You're real quiet.
I do need to grow up. I'm not two. And I hope we can still be friends. I don't want to not be friends. You say that you're not like a good person to look up to, but you're really wise.
Not really.
Steve, what the hell is that?
Go on acting.
Well,
not really, Celeste. Look, I don't mind being friends. I never said we couldn't be friends. But I'm gonna be honest with you when I need to be honest with you. Right?
Alright. My parents, they're from Kiram. And she gets up and leaves.
Roll a geography check.
Geography? Wait, me or Kane?
No. Kane, roll a history check. please.
La, 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 la. What is history? History is like int based, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh boy.
History is up for interpretation.
History has its eyes on. Sorry.
It's just a 17.
Just a 17.
Just
Yeah,
a
'cause I don't have-
17, she asked. As the damn DC was like 15.
She doesn't have any bonuses, so that's why I said just a 17.
Mm.
It's all coming back to you.
Summer of
Kiram,
83. Anyways, sorry.
Kiram, Amakita. It's no, it can't be. Kiram is on the other side of the world, and she said the Amakira family. But that's a kingdom.
Celeste is still walking away. Slowly walking.
The door.
He turns around and looks, and then looks back
Stop it.
and keeps walking.
Kane will seeing how slowly she's walking away. Kane will kind of fall out of the chair, a little tipsy.
I'm going.
Oi, Celeste.
Yeah.
Karam, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to be from the Amakera family? Why is there another Celeste?
Because you're drunk.
Oh,
There's two Celestes. One of them is nodding yes, one is nodding no. Wait, I'm shaking her head. No, I'm kidding.
No. It's because you're really, really drunk. So you see two of them.
Oh my god.
they're multiplying. Oh no.
Celeste is gonna sigh. Yes. And she bows. Princess Celestia Amakira.
Kurtz.
Or curtsies, yeah. And she kind of like
Jesus fucking Christ.
technically I'm the heir to the throne, but that's not happening anymore, so why? Not like it matters anymore.
So, I mean, that explains a lot, but why did you run from home?
No fucking wonder you have soap.
Right? That's the thing that's bouncing
No
around
wonder you
Kane's
have
head.
soap.
No fucking wonder you have soap.
She kind of like sighs and walks back over to the table.
Oh, no.
She's good. Wait, I got this. Hell yeah. No, Kate is Kate gonna follow her?
Kane will slowly hobble towards you. I don't understand why she's moving so much. I don't know why
I
everything's
swear
moving.
to God.
Yeah. Every time she steps.
Notice how she's like against the wall the entire time? It's because she's
Yeah.
using it for balance.
Oh my god.
You notice she's like sweating too. it's the beer sweats.
The beer sweats.
There was ever a moment to like just knock her out one time, it would be now.
Okay, let's fight.
No. Celeste kind of like gets a more serious tone in her voice as she talks. Oh, see, I was born into a royal family, and I did something stupid and childish, and it got me thrown out of the city. So I started traveling. Traveled with a group for a while, but that didn't work out. And then I found you guys.
Give me a second. I need my brain to process all the words you just said. So, you did something stupid and childish. You got kicked out. And then, what? You travelled with the group?
Mm-hmm.
And then you found us.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the group?
Technically, it's because you got a letter.
Shh, Steve.
Don't forget the letter.
Oh my god. God damn it, Steve. No metagaming, Steve.
Yeah, no metagaming, D-man.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I traveled with the group for a while, but then our quote-unquote leader got us all in danger, and we just kind of went our separate ways. And then I got that letter, and yeah.
Well, I mean, I've said it before. I don't really care much.
For royalty.
Well, yeah. No offense. You're. Well, I guess not you. I don't say this without hurting your feelings. Oh, fuck it. You're all stuck up and snobs.
I know.
And you think you're better than everybody else. Just because you have education and know how to spell things properly. I don't know.
But I'm
My
not.
point being,
I'm not better than anybody. I mess up just as much.
Celeste, is that I'm not really one to care about people's pasts. I told you this.
I know. I totally remembered that.
Oh, stop it. Get out of here, Rebecca.
Never!
Ah!
You have to live with me.
Yay!
Yay!
Bye, Steve. Look. God, you're a princess. Fucking hell.
I mean, technically not anymore, but I was. But I'm not going back to my family.
Those kind of things never just fade away, Celeste. I hope you realise that.
Well, I guess. But I don't feel like a princess, so.
I mean, you're slumming it in a mountain with a bunch of dwarves. No one would really feel like a princess if they were here.
True. And she kind of smiles a little bit.
Do you still want to be a princess?
If I were to be given control over a whole city, I don't think I would want to be the only person in charge, kind of like how my dad is.
Right.
I would want a group of people to help me lead. It would be nice to take control of the city and do things better, make life better for everyone, but I mean, I don't particularly want to be a stereotypical princess who needs saving all the time.
I wouldn't mind being a princess.
Who says that?
You look over, and there's like a dwarf sitting there. He's like kind of drinking a tankard of ale.
Shut up, you cunt! And she's gonna like throw her tankard at his head.
roll a ranged attack.
At disadvantage, because drunk.
Yeah.
Okay, so one was a natural 20, one was a 13 plus what strength?
Mhm.
Okay, that's a 14 to hit.
The cup just goes like whizzing by his head.
It's not all it's cracked up to be, if that's any condolence or whatever the right word is. I'm not as smart as Celeste is supposed to be, so.
Consolation?
Sure.
Hell yeah. So what do you want to do, Celeste? It's obvious you want to go back, but you said you can't.
I don't want to go back either, though. My parents
That doesn't
were
make sense.
horrible people. They threw their own daughter out. Like, what kind of people do that?
Yeah.
So, I just want to be a good person and make people happy and do my best. Try and make things right.
And go to bowls and
Oh, shut up.
and wear fancy dresses.
You can do that anyway. You just have to have enough self-confidence.
Oi, why do you want to be a princess anyways?
To feel pretty, and he gets up and he starts like doing that thing where you kind of like stand in one spot, but like you're like rocking back and forth and like letting your arms swing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like a little
Yeah,
kid,
yeah.
like being like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I just want to feel pretty.
But you are pretty.
That's not the word I would use.
He like reaches up and starts messing with his beard.
Jesus.
Maybe Celestia can give you a little makeover.
Yeah. But
You do that.
Whilst I reach for another drink.
Gardein like walks in and sees this dwarf doing what he's doing, just like nope, walks away.
Yeets the fuck out of there.
It's like nope.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Anyway, Kane,
Yeah.
I've done a lot of thinking and stuff, and I think the old Celeste won't really ever show up again. Sure, it's fun not caring about things, but you're right. And you say you're not a good role model.
I think you're the best role model. You just
Oh, well, thank you.
told me that I could be a nice, pretty princess, and you're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I might actually punch him.
I'm gonna go now.
Before you leave, get me a drink.
Sure.
Nice. Really?
I'm having way too much fun with this shit.
Celeste, you don't have to change just because I say. Right?
But I almost got killed. Remember?
You did, but you have to change because you want to change, not because I said you had to change, right?
Well, if I wanted to change because you told me to change, then I would have changed immediately. Not thought about it. Right?
Sure. And she'll like be like, cheers. And then we'll down the drink.
Oh, motherfuck.
Looks like there's a face in the drink.
Yeah, and he's just like so unimpressed.
I did a lot of talking with Globulus too. They're pretty cool.
Nah. I'm sure he is.
And
Why,
then
do you fancy him or something?
no, not like that. I don't think that he or she I don't know, is into people.
Right? Probably not.
Yeah.
He's the definition of ace.
That's
Oh,
like
that's
kind of yeah.
All he wants to do is consume.
Consume Prilosec.
Consume Prilosec.
I can't. Anyway, I'll
You're
leave
a
you
good
to.
kid, Celeste. Okay.
Oh. She smiles a bit. Thank you.
I know it could be a bit harsh sometimes, but you're a good kid.
She gets up. What?
Not.
I actually didn't hear what you said.
Good.
Good.
God damn it. Hey. Come find you. And be like, tell me! I will give you kebab!
Ooh! Kebab!
I'm kidding, I don't have that kind of money.
Well, in that case.
But she'll just like look over before like leaving the table. Do you need help getting back to your bed?
No, I'm fine. I'm just gonna stay here and have 3 more drinks.
Alright, you do that. I'm gonna go to bed. Because I'm tired.
You should do that.
She gets up and she's like, don't drink too much. That's not good for you, right? Yes. Adult. And she walks away.
Too pure.
And then for the rest of the time, she's just kind of like been just existing. I mean, hanging out with everyone, just kind of being like, hey.
Like I am existing. I am human friend.
I am human.
I am elven
Nice.
friend.
And
yes, elven. Wink. I'm kidding.
And this will just about conclude tonight's session, because I mean, there's only but so much you can do when it's like below 50 outside. But before I do, Gardane has been hard at work.
Yes, I have.
And one on let's move you there. Let's move you there.
Oh, where is he taking everybody?
Let's move you there.
Oh, there we
I'm
go.
glad that you finally saw what I typed.
It's your girl not paying attention to the right window sometimes. Oh, jeez.
All right. And then we're going back up to the
Okay, the camp site.
yeah, camp.
Camp.
So,
camp.
now that everybody is like all happy and excited, yeah, Gardane finishes at work and comes dragging a chest behind him. Why are you spinning yourself?
Because fuck you, that's why.
Right round, baby. Right round like a record.
Everyone's looking at Gardane.
All eyes on me.
Hell yeah.
And
And you're just like,
right.
hey.
All right. Take it away, Godin. You're ready.
All right. Drag the chest. I just put it in front of me. Doom.
In front of you, you bastard. Can you move him back one, please?
Yes, I can.
No, he puts it in the fire.
Right.
Fuck all of you! I'm leaving, and puts all of the things in the fire.
You will know the burn I felt working in the forges.
All right. There you go.
Bang. Put the chest there. Been working hard and long. A long 2 months on these armors. And I hope you enjoy them. I've taken the liberty of customizing them. A little something special for each one of you. And I open the chest. Oh, you see like a light shining from. You see the heavenly noise in the background.
Oh my God.
Jazz hands. So I go over to Celeste. I give her her new, what was it, like studded leather, you said?
Yeah.
Give her a new studded leather armor. You see like the dragon scales on it, all meshed in.
Ooh,
This is for you, Celeste. May it protect you.
thank you.
I take out this heavy, bulking armor, and I present as plate armor, and I hand it to Moko. Is it plate armor or he got scale armor?
Scale, yeah.
Oh, he got scale armor, so you see the dragon scales, and I give it to Moko, and I point out to Moko that there's like a design of a dragon on his armor.
Mm-hmm.
May it protect you as well, Moko.
Thank you.
I go over to the chest again, and I take out, what was it that Kane wanted? What type of armor?
Fuck.
She getting scale armor as well.
I think. Wait, I need to double check.
I know she's proficient with as a fighter. She's proficient with scale or leather.
Medium, yeah, light armor, medium armor, but I need to check which one she.
Hey, question: is it cold resistant?
That's a DM question.
Oh shit. You know what I just realized?
What?
I never looked up whether or not this armor is +1.
But is it cold resistant?
No, yeah, of course it is. But I have to before you make any changes to your thing. Know that you do have cold resistance, but I do have to check to see whether or not the armor itself is a +1 armor.
Okay.
Because I forgot to do that.
It's okay.
You have one job. Not stop.
Shut up, you.
Been working hard for 2 months. What you been doing?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
This is where rocks fall and Godin dies.
Mm-hmm.
I used the armor to put over my head. Cling, cling.
Wait, I'm looking it up.
Hear the Jeopardy music in the background.
Breastplate.
So I hand over to her and this nice fancy breastplate armor with dragon scales on it as well, made with it. And I point out to Kane, as someone who knows her history a little bit, from that conversation we have, there's a certain insignia on the inside of the breastplate, which only she can see, that she'll look familiar.
Ooh. What kind of insignia?
Well, you'll know it. You know what it is. Like it's from your old crew, if you know what I mean.
Ah.
And I give her a wink.
Wink
like,
wonk.
That's for you. May it protect you as well.
Thank you.
A little something to keep close to your heart, if you know what I mean.
Thank you, Godin.
Well, you're welcome. And as for me,
he has like the most gaudy looking like armor in the world that's like way too extravagant.
Literally,
it shines for no reason.
Literally as he takes it out, the like he's got like uh he shaped like the shoulder pads to look like like dragon skulls, and and like it's just like this white, like you can tell he used every possible white dragon scale to to like that he had left to make this armor for himself. Like even those small ones that he knew for a fact wouldn't have been able to really do anything. Like you can even tell that's what went into making these dragon heads for his shoulders, and like it's so white that you know for a fact if he went outside right now, like he's gonna blind somebody.
Haha.
The armor of blinding.
Armor blinding. Show them my fancy armor. So then I go over to Celeste, and
Mhm.
in the time of making the armor, I made her like a little necklace with the dragon tooth on it.
Mm.
I give it to her.
Oh.
Thank you. And she puts it on.
Aww. No.
And did I make any daggers?
Hmm. Roll me a um. Hmm. I'm trying to remember what is used for tinkering.
Tinkering is
And it was
what
like
are you
in,
trying to tinker? It depends.
well, he was making daggers.
It might be like
Like,
dexterity,
mhm,
or if he's forging them from scratch, then it'd be strength.
mhm.
It's up to
And
you,
he,
DM.
yeah. Yeah, roll me a dexterity. Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hands.
Yeah.
Dexterity.
Okay. I cast guidance on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that?
Get it, boy. Get it, boy.
I want these daggers, damn it. That is a 17 plus 2 for 19. Then plus sleight of hands, which is a 2, 21. Blackjack.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, you can make uh 2 bone daggers.
Oh, why? I made 2 bone daggers, and I give one to Moko, and I give one to Kane.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Bone daggers. I need to make note of this.
And yeah, that is it. My 2 hard, long months of working in forges.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And
Okay.
with
Can we end the
that,
scene? Mm-hmm.
So the breastplate, the armor that we got is cold resistance.
yes. Yes. But
And
I
+1?
the only thing I have to do is just make sure that it's whether or not it's +1.
Mm-mm.
Can we end the scene with us, like, in our new armors, like, just looking badass?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
All right, let me stop presenting Rebecca.
So bone dagger. Does that offer any additional stuff, or is it just a normal dagger but made out of bones?
Yeah, it's just normal dagger made out of bone.
Hell yeah.
Made out of bone.
Made out of bones. I got a bone spear and I got a
And
bone dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Soon I'm
Except
gonna get myself
one.
bone armor.
Except one is made out of dragon, the other is made out of human.
Ooh.
she's just collecting.
Hat! Damn! All right.
Are you okay, Steve?
Yeah.
No.
Wait, why is my fucking stupid camera just being so weird today?
Because it hates you, that's why.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
It's like I can't do anything today with this stupid thing. Whatever.
System.
I'm having some technical difficulties, but ladies and gentlemen, fans of Magic and Misfits, thank you as always for tuning in week after week to our show. We're gonna have to share the video because it's something we didn't do. But for those of you that are watching at a later date, because it will unfortunately be after we go off air. But thank you for watching. As always, we appreciate you. We love you, and tune in next week at our regularly scheduled time of 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays, and of course, Maiden Voyage. Excuse me. Maiden Voyage, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays. And do not forget, April 1st, 2019, we will have a very special April Fool's edition of One Shots with the Misfits. And yeah, I have been your DM, Steve. And thanks. Have a week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.